Hi. Hello, hello. Let me move my hair before the microphone gets all messed up. Okay. Hi, everyone. Lori here, money and manifestation coach. Happy Thursday. How is everyone doing? I hope that you are, wherever you are, that you are getting to enjoy the last bits of nice weather. We are definitely turning more towards sweater weather, but still kind of warm here. So, I just wanted to pop in and say hi. And I wanted to talk with you today because it's October. We are almost to Halloween here in the States, and we are 10 and a half months through the year. Can you believe it? Like, we are 10 weeks from New Year's Eve. I know. Like, there's going to be like all of the things and all of the shopping and all of the turkey cooking and all of the wrapping and all of those things are going to be really coming into play here soon, really in the next just few weeks, right? You're going to start to see the commercials. You're probably already starting to see the things in the stores. And it's really like this season is starting to shift here. So, and my question for you is we're 10 and a half months through the year, right? And 10 weeks till New Year's. Have you picked out what you are hoping for next year? Have you gotten clear on your dreams, goals, visions, desires, all the things for next year? Because here's the thing that I hear all the time from my prospective clients, and all the things of like, but it gets so busy. I have so much happening. I have so much going on. And literally before you know it, these next 2 months just fly by, all the things pop up, and you don't have that time to get that clarity. You don't have that time to really understand what it is that you want. You haven't created your vision. You haven't marked down your goals. I'm going to tell you a story. Like, before I ever did vision boards and was a coach and massage, like all the things, right? Like way back, one year, it was getting close. Like, we had 3 kids under the age of 4.5. Like, so this is a long time back. My oldest is married now. But one night I was just like, you know what? I kind of feel like we're in a rut. I kind of feel like, like we have space for more, right? And I'm like, I want to like really get clear about what it is that we want in the next year. So I got up, I grabbed a pad of paper, and I just started, and a pen, and we had this really cool cookie jar that didn't have any cookies in it, but I just really liked the jar on top of the fridge. Who else kept the cookie jar on top of the fridge, right? Probably not a good spot for it. They got a little melty. But anyway, so we went into the living room, and my husband and I were like, what do we want over the next year? And we wrote everything down, right? And I took the little pieces of paper and I folded it up and I put it into the cookie jar. And the next one, and like, we wanted a house. We wanted, I don't even remember. Like, we wanted so many things, right? Like, we wanted a raise, we wanted to make more money, we wanted to, all the things, right? So we wrote it all down, put it all into the jar, and forgot about it. I don't want to say forgot about it, like, but just put it. We knew that our dreams were clear and they were written down. Over that next year, I like kid you not when I say every single thing we asked for happened. And we were like, what? Like, again, this is like way back, like before I knew what I know now. So now it's even more, right? So, but that was because, and when we come back to the beginning, it was because what did we do? We made time and space for us to really talk, open up a conversation, take a few hours to really get clear on that, right? And it was the way that, all of those things coming into our lives, it just was mind blowing. So I started to get those inklings way back then, right? And now I've just taken it and we've taken it to the next level. And now I've turned it into dream board working workshops, like where we take all of the areas of the life and we do this. But the thing is like what I know is coming is the busyness, right? Like, you're already busy and it's about to get even busier. So there's no more time to wait. Like, the workshop is next Wednesday. Like, there's no more time, right? Because getting this clarity, getting clear now is the ticket. It's the way to do it before everything else comes in. And, I did, what's also coming up is January, like late December parties of like, you're gonna be with your friends, or like, what are your resolutions for next year? Like, what did you pick, right? And I looked up like, what does resolution even mean? And resolution means to commit, to decide, to determine, right? And how often is that actually what's happening when you're picking your resolutions, right? And I even like the word resolution, but I like goals, dreams, desires better. It sounds more fun. But here's the thing, like, are you just picking something because it sounds good? And like, oh, I do need to like work out more this year, or I do need to do XYZ this year. Are you picking it because it sounds good? Or are you picking it because that is deeply resonant with what you desire? Is that deeply resonant with like, I want that. That is what I want. Because here's the thing, if you're just picking because, oh yeah, that sounds good, what happens typically when it's not rooted within your body, it's not coming through an image, it's not really landing with you, is guess what? It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen because it's not connected to you and what you actually want. So 2-3 months, if that long, right? It's like I've already forgotten it. The busyness is picked up because when it's rooted to what you actually desire, it doesn't matter how busy you are because you are going to bring that with you into your day, right? You are going to bring it with you. You are making time and space for you. You are owning your worthiness, your value, how important you are in your life. Yes, our friends are amazing. Our family friends, they're all super cool. And they get so much from you when you are receiving your goals, your dreams, your desires, when you're hitting your marks, when you're hitting your things, when you're moving, when you're going on this trip. They're like, what are you doing? I want that for me. You become their inspiration because you've taken this time, and then you help others do that. So what we really are doing, right? Like, this is why the time is now. Like, what's going to happen in a few months when you're sitting down, at a party and someone says to you, what's your resolutions? And like, you're going to remember this video and it's going to be a moment of like, did I go and did I take action? Did I get clear? Did I give myself that time? Did I really dive deep into those questions? Because another thing that happens is sometimes we're not sure what we want, right? Like, we're like, I don't know. There's so many things, right? And it can be really overwhelming because this was me for a long time, and there was just so much. So another thing that, when I work with my vision board workshop attendees is we break things down into small digestible chunks, right? And as you do that, it becomes like once you learn that process, it is just easy to repeat it into all the other areas of your life. Because I know what can happen. You're like, I don't know, it's too much. It's all the things. And it's like, because your mind is getting ahead of yourself, right? Like when I ask you, right, what do you want? Like your brain starts like thinking perhaps of something, but then the next thing is, well, how is that going to happen? I don't know who that person is. Like say we have someone in our family that wanted to be in movies, right? And it's one of my mom's friends, and he would just talk about it all the time. Like he just wanted it so bad, right? And he did all the things, took all the steps until one day we saw him. I think it was like on Law and Order or something, and we're like, shut up! Like this is the power of like when you're clear, when you ask these probing questions, when you get clear about the certain particular areas of your life, right? And this is so he didn't like. I don't know the right people. Like, I don't live in Hollywood. I think he lived in New York or something. Like, he didn't know how it was going to happen. And this is where I see many people get tripped up. And like, there's no shame in it. There's no like, this is just our brains. We're actually wired to like, let me go figure out how, right? And it's actually the how is in you starting. It's just by you getting clear. That's all that you have to do just to start, is start to just get clear where you're like, okay, like maybe it's somewhere you want to travel. Maybe it's an income goal. Maybe you're starting a business. Maybe you're expanding a business. Maybe you're shifting careers. Maybe you're retiring, whatever it is, right? But just by maybe you want to retire, just by getting clear, you start to open up to, oh, okay, well, what would this look like? What could we do here? And then all of that clarity that has been like hovering around just starts to slowly drop in and land, right? So, and then because you're so clear, and this is like my favorite part, because like universe, it doesn't matter, like if you believe in universe, God, spirit, love, source, whatever you believe in, whatever your higher power is, right? I look at them as a switchboard operator, right? So who patches you through to the people, places, and situations that can help you get to where you're going, what your goals are. How many times have you said, like, you may not have even noticed it. So I'm going to ask this question now. How many times, like, maybe in your life, you're like, oh, we're looking to sell our house. And then all of a sudden, like, maybe like a day or two later, or maybe even less, the person's like, oh my gosh, my nephew just got his real estate license, right? That is how this works. You said the thing that you were looking for. It goes out, right? Somebody, you say it again, you say it again, you say it again, you say it again. This is like what your vision board is, you saying the thing over and over again. And then, like, oh, my nephew does that. Oh, I know so-and-so does it. It's like the switchboard operator patches you through to the people, the places, and the situations that can help you. So you don't need to know how. I cannot tell you how many times events, electronic money deposits have just like showed up in my bank account, like thousands of dollars, right? Because it was just allowing myself to be connected to other people. It wasn't necessarily something that I had to go and force and do and make happen. I just needed to get clear about what it was and look for the people, the places, and the situations, and the opportunities that arose. And this is the other part where people kind of get hung up, right? Because like you don't have to like work really hard, okay? Like we have been ingrained to like overwork, sacrifice our paid time off, or not even take, like, how many people, like, raise your hand, like, don't have to say it out loud, but like, you know who you are, that you're not taking your paid time off, right? Like, how many times has like that happened to you, right? So long story short, all it takes is you getting clear on what it is that you want. You don't have to work really hard at it. I'm not saying that you, like, presto bingo, things just land in your lap. Sometimes that happens, but there is efforting that does come up on your part. There are things that you get to do, but you know what? You're so freaking inspired because you're not exhausted because you had to like overwork 97 hours to make something happen. And it's like this one little incy-wincy thing. Like, you can make things happen, and you can allow yourself to receive some support. You can allow yourself to be patched through by just speaking, saying, and claiming what you want. Why I love vision boards, why I love images, is because how many times have you heard an image speaks 1,000 words? Sometimes it's really like when you're trying to get clear on what you want, you're like, you can feel it, but you can't like give voice to it. And that's because the part of your body that it's using feelings, because it's part of your brain, it doesn't use language, it uses how you use your feelings. So one picture can sum up like, that's what I want. And so boom, we paste the picture on, like tape it on, you can do it online, whatever, right? Because that's the thing. That's why images are so powerful, because they literally speak 1,000 words. So it takes the pressure off of you also. But it still comes back to, we are 10 weeks from New Year's. We are 10 weeks from next year starting. You can start to get clear on this now. You could use those 10 weeks to really get clear on, like, come to the workshop, right? And you still have 10 more weeks to really get clear, really anchor into that, really feel that. You might even get more and more ideas, and you can start now. Like, there's no need to wait till January. But the thing here is in January, boom, you are ready to go. When someone asks you, what are you resolving to? And you can pull up on your phone and you can show them, this is what I'm resolving to. This is what I've decided, what I've committed, and what I am calling into my life right here. And people are going to be like, shit, you're like the first person I met that I've ever done that, right? Like, you actually know what you want, and you see where the inspiration goes from there. So I have an amazing opportunity for you to get clear, to start asking for what it is you want, really picking out those images. Maybe it's words, phrases, whatever it is that you want to call in. It's Wednesday, October 27th. I know we're like just a little less. I think we're exactly 7 days. It's at 6 p.m. Eastern. So y'all have time to get home from work and all the things. And we're going to meet online. And you don't have to even leave the comfort of your home. You can like be in your PJs, and it's all going to be over Zoom. And the bonus for you now is if you come in now that we already have people in, you are going to get bonus prep work from me that's going to really be a lot of these questions helping you get this clarity. You're going to come into this amazing platform where you can talk to the other people who are going to be attending, and you have 7 days to like answer these questions. I have a prep video bonus in there that's designed to, as you are moving through your day, start to see the images that are really speaking to you, really calling to you. Where are they? What are they? So there's all kinds of little, like a nice bonus video to help you get clear on that as well. So the sooner you come in, the sooner you get to receive all of these bonuses. And here's the thing, because I know like when you're at a workshop and sometimes you're like, you get to stay in this community with me for an extra week after the workshop. So if you have any questions, if something isn't landing, if you're just not sure, you have access to me. And you're also going to get a bonus call with me after to really cement things, really get that clarity that's going to propel you into the next year, right? Because I know I've been there so many years, like in October, November, right? Especially October, because it's like the fourth fiscal quarter, right? And it's like, where are my money goals? Where am I going? And what do I need to like hit my goals, right? Like it's this kind of like special time, right? People are like, yeah, the fourth quarter is like, it's just a super cool time because there's still time for you to hit this year's goals and to get clear for next year's. Like, what went well about this year? What would you change for next year? It's a really nice time to reflect, pause, reflect. Plus, it's fall. We're in transition. So much of this lines up with energetically where we are in the world right now. So, and I'm in New York, so we have 4 seasons here. For all y'all on the other side of the coast, it's always sunny and 85. I know, I'll be there soon. But okay, so I hope this helps. If there's any questions, put it in the comments below. And I hope to see you at our Amazing Vision Board Workshop. And like I said, don't wait. Go to the link in the bio. You can click sign up right there. There's a couple of payment options for you. And yay. All right, everybody. Have an amazing day. See you soon. Bye.